And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and I'm back with another video. So, like many of you, have been having some rough times with Triple Threat Online because the matchmaking is completely busted in some way, shape, or form. Like, I'll go in with Jarrett Jack, Michael Porter Jr., and Nick Anderson, and somehow I'll get matched up with LeBron James, T-Mac, and Anthony Davis 5 times in a row. So I tried to switch it up, try to use some Sapphires, once again, getting matched up with all Opal teams. So if you're like me and you just want this new card, and people who realistically don't need this card at all are stopping you from getting this card, I have a remedy for you. As you can see, I got Cole Anthony up here with 2 bronze cards. A 67 overall and a 69 overall. The reason I'm using him is because he can shoot a little bit. That's going to come into play later. So this squad right here will get you matched up with essentially a bunch of MT farming bots. You'll be able to notice exactly where they are and if you get matched up with one pretty easily. So let's see if we do. I've been matched up with about 8 out of 10 games. I got 2 players so far. And the players that I've gotten are either just starting out or trying to cheese the same way I am. So either way, pretty solid odds that you're going to have a better opportunity than running a Ruby, Sapphire, or Amethyst squad and just getting matched up with Opals and Pink Diamonds the entire time. Look, I'm okay at the game. I can beat those teams occasionally, but like my success is like 40%. Like this is a lot higher. So this is not a bot. I can tell you that this is not a bot right off the bat because the bots will use one shooter. And I'm guessing by the end of this video I'll get matched up with one. Let's see. Okay, no, this is a real player right off the bat. You can tell because they inbounded the ball really, really fast. Oh, are you using my nemesis, Jalen Leck? Oh, no, sir. You're not getting this dub. So, yeah, as you can see, this is definitely another human player trying to cheese ball it out. No biggie. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. This is why I use Cole Anthony. If you don't have Cole Anthony because he's a little expensive, Trey Burke, the Emerald, works just fine as well. Oh, okay, that's cool. You're gonna do me like that, 2K. That's fine. As long as you're using an Emerald with the 2 bronzes, you'll typically get matched up with either MT farming bots, which is basically an auto win, or you'll get matched up with someone either trying to do the same thing or someone just using bronzes to try to cheese the CPU. Which, unfortunately, you're gonna ruin their fun time most of the time. But like, who cares, man? The struggle out here is real to try to get this new card. Now, like, legitimately, this card is a little slightly worse version of... There we go, hit that. A slightly worse version of, what's his name? Dissinger. That's basically what we're getting in TTO. He's slightly worse, like ever so slightly worse, and he's slightly easier to get. In theory. But that theory is wrong. TTO is about the sweatiest mess that's ever been right now. You're just going to get inbounds cheesed. You're going to get hit with Galaxy Opals. Like, I'm over here using Matt Barnes, Ronnie Brewer, and Jarrett Jack in games earlier and getting inbounds sweated by people with all Opal teams. Gross. Absolutely gross. So as you can see, just having Cole Anthony makes it a little bit easier for me. I picked a couple of good bronzes, too. A couple guys who can rebound. Got some decent height to them. They could shoot. So I can hit the open mid-range if I need to. And, like, I forgot what this guy's name, Servetus. He can hit the open 3 occasionally. I wouldn't rely on that as a game strategy, but, like, he definitely can hit it. For sure. If I get an open shot, I'll take it. Now, I have the advantage over this guy for sure, just because I have Cole Anthony, who is a confident card. Who, for whatever reason, 2K is not allowing to make any whites right now, which is fine. I'm not worried about it. It's no big deal. Like I said, even if you lose 1 or 2 games, like, you're going to get the losses. That's going to happen. It's not really like a guaranteed this will get you wins. But like as you can see, like now I'm up 17-2 or 17-12, I should say. What the fuck was that? All right. So, you know, we're a little later in the game now, so no biggie, but like I don't know, man. Once I get to the bots, it's going to show you a little more of an average. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's going to help. All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Sensation73. All right, so we'll run another game here with the squad, which is totally fine. Hopefully we run into a bot so I can show you exactly what this does. But either way, this gives you the best chance of winning TTO games on a consistent basis, just because I can win most games in TTO, but at the same time, like eventually, regardless what squad I'm going to use, I'm going to get matched up with a team that's just straight up better than mine. It doesn't matter what tier of card I'm using. Nothing. None of that matters. Even if I'm using Dwayne Wade, Dissinger, and Blake Griffin or Andre Karolinko, who I don't really miss with too often, I'm going to end up just getting matched up with LeBron, Tracy McGrady, Anthony Davis at some point. Like, without fail. And if I'm using my budget squad, then I'm going to get matched up with Pink Diamonds and Opals, and it's going to be tough. So, I'm 3-0 on this board using this method. Like, it's not terrible. It definitely works. Yeah, so we got, this is a bot. So this is how you're going to notice if it's a bot or not. Like, A, they're going to have an auto-generated name like Bent Foil 80222 656, whatever. And they're going to have 2 random dudes and 1 shooter. So he is Ray Allen. Okay. This could be a player. I highly doubt it, though. It really just depends. When they inbound the ball, I'll be able to tell. Okay, right off the bat, dude's not playing any defense right here. All right. Now, this is kind of annoying because the CPU will go overboard for whatever reason when this happens, and they'll start playing some of the most ridiculously tough defense you've ever seen from the CPU. I don't know what it is, because when you're playing the game, the CPU behaves like it is in 5th grade parochial league basketball and has no idea what it's doing. But the minute you're not playing, your CPU defense will play absolute god tier. But right then, that's why they have the shooter. They're going to come through. They probably have like some sort of setup that mimics a Zen controller, and they're just going to chuck contested 3-pointers all day. That's what they're going to do, but they're going to leave you open for dunks. It's going to be tedious. Like, this isn't going to be fun. You're not playing this for fun. I promise you that. You're not playing this for fun or competitiveness. Like, they're literally going to just throw it to whoever the shooter is every single time. Oh, or chuck with Moritz Wagner. That's cool. And it's going to auto-shoot jumpers. So if you're not on top of them, they're going to make jumpers. Especially because they do have some sort of modded controller or some sort of modded controller mimicking. I don't really know exactly how they're doing this. I'm not really a technical wizard or anything. But, like, shoot. Bam. Center. Cash. Because he's wide open. If you don't contest it, they'll make it every single time. But yeah, this is an MT farming bot. If you guys have ever wondered how the MT sites and people get 8 million MT, right here. This is how. They send these MT farming bots out all day. They play 24 hours worth of games, essentially. And they do this. Make 200-300 MT every single time. This is it. I don't know anything more about it, but I mean, this is the best way that you're going to get your dubs in TTO. Like, without a doubt. See, they're just going to shoot every single time. So you can just come up, step up, play defense, throw it down, lay up. You're good. You're going to be making decent MT doing this as well, because it doesn't cost that much MT to re-up your squad every time. So you're actually going to be stacking MT while you're doing this. Now, another tip I'd give you right off the bat is once you do get up to the higher boards, I'd play probably this team through the first 6-7 games, right? Until you get to the 4 ball drops. Well, until you get to tier 3, then, essentially. Once you get to tier 3, I would throw your regular squad in and purposely lose games. I promise this dude has a significantly higher chance of showing up if you lose the game. Because you can always, once you're on that board, which I'll show you in a second, see, wide open cash. You can always just close down your game, and you can save the ball drop and add ball drops to it, so you have a better chance of getting this guy. That is something you can do. I think you can go up to like 20 before it starts really fucking up catastrophically, so definitely don't go any higher than that. I'd probably stick around 10 just to be on the safe side. See, and shoot. Bam. And if you put enough pressure on him, if it's over 5%, he's not going to cash it. If it's under 5% or wide open, he's going to cash it every single time. So, where'd he get a 2 from? Oh, well, whatever. Anyways, quick, easy dunks right there. I do have some decent amount of MT that I'm being made. I probably make about 200, 300 MT per game doing this as well, because if you just play defense, they end up shooting a bunch of errant 3-pointers, and you end up getting a bunch of rebounds and stuff. And boom. Defense, rebound, all day. And you constantly get matched up with these things, because there's a fuck ton of these MT bots running around. Which is crazy. I didn't really realize how many of these things there were playing this game at any given time until I started doing this. And I haven't run into the same one yet. It's just been a different one. They'll all have, a good way to check it out is they'll all have a Ruby 2 guard that can shoot 3. So they'll either have like a Ruby Ray Allen, Nick Anderson. I've seen a couple Mike Millers out here as well. So some guys like that. Kyle Korver. Yeah, Kyle Korver's another one. So they'll have like one of those 4 guys, and they'll just chuck it down and shoot a 3 every single time. Hope to get some rebounds. Occasionally, a couple of them will go in, especially if you're not paying attention. Like, even with a modded controller, most of them will miss, but even at 11%, you'll still get a couple that'll make it. So, and splash, GG's. Guys, that's the easiest way to win TTO games. I mean, if the matchmaking worked properly, I would do an actual tips video on how to win real triple threat games, but the matchmaking doesn't work. It doesn't matter what team you put out there, chances are you're going to match up with an opponent who has a better squad than you. Legitimately, if you use an all pink diamond, an all diamond, an all amethyst, an all ruby, an all sapphire, a mix of sapphires and emeralds, like, it doesn't matter, you're going to end up getting matched up with a better opponent majority of the time. And I firmly believe that putting out a pink diamond team will actually be more of a positive experience for you, because you'll get matched up with a bunch of lower ranked teams as well. But if you go ruby or amethyst or even sapphire, you're just going to get fucked all the time. But so right here, you would quit the app. Just, if you're on Xbox, middle button, quit the app, close it down, come back. This will show up in your reward section, this ball drop right here. And then you could just continue to win games, and then every ball drop that you win will get added to the total on the ball drop in your reward section. So let's say if I had the card pull up right here, I would just close the app down, it would go in my rewards, and then I'd win 10 games, go drop 10 balls. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. It's been your boy Cheap Blues, and peace.